This is me, Drew, or Andrew if you ask my mum. I was born and raised in England, which is a part of Great Britain, as well as the United Kingdom, and it's also a member of the European Union. Well, for a bit longer, maybe. It's all very confusing, I know. I have travelled to over 30 countries, many of which speak English as their mother tongue. These include Australia, New Zealand, India, America, and Canada, of course. And for a common language, there are thousands of linguistic differences in how English is spoken throughout the world. Irish playwright George Bernard Shaw once said that the United States and Great Britain are two countries separated by a common language, which means that both variations of spelling and usage is frequently used here. When I emigrated to Canada in 2009, I discovered many differences in spelling, enunciation, usage, word choice, and phrase. The English that had been native to me, let's call it the Queen's English, has been coloured by an extensive history and cultural heritage. Many of the things we say in England are incomprehensible to other Anglophones. My children were born in Canada and often laugh at the things I say. There are also a few choice phrases in Canadian English that I found rather funny initially. Funny or not, language is endemic to the characteristics of a culture. Canadians are very polite and reserved, which is often reflected in the everyday language used here. And no one seems to understand the language around British humour, least of all British people. Outside of the linguistic differences, there are some others too. Canada and England actually smell differently, and the trees are different in size, shape, and colour. But one of the biggest differences is the sense of space, which sometimes makes me feel very small. But I'm glad I moved to Canada to start a new chapter in my life. And I'm sure the best is yet to come.